wicked for good? More like wicked for butt? Told you I had it. Told you. Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
hopefully awesome.
That's right. Positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is wicked. Wicked. For good. Hop banana, simp banana, hum banana, hump banana, hum banana, hum banana, num banana. I don't know. I think the fact that there's not one song I can think from the new one says a lot about where we're at with this movie.
Yeah.
Like, we're not here to crab all over Wicked or anything.
No.
All right.
No.
We're not a couple of incels just wanting to spout off about diversity. Right? We love that shit.
Love DEI.
That's right. DEI. I would DIE for DEI. All right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. You know who else I'd die for, Maggie? Alan Boomer, our Patreon producer.
I don't think Boomer would like that, man.
Thank you.
Boomer would be sad.
Thank you for being our Patreon producer for the month, Al. We greatly appreciate you. Everybody, this is a fun one. Today we are taking a break from our standard fare of podcasts recapping shows that we love to do a little bit of a throwback for the things we used to do, which is review movies, talk about things going on, you know? So if this is your first time hanging out with us, welcome. We hope you have fun. This is hopefully awesome. We are a positive place on the internet where we all just nerd out together about the things we love, even when they're things we don't love.
Yeah.
And they're things that could have been a little bit better, maybe just a little bit. Here's the thing. I have some frustrations
Grievances.
with the movie, okay? It's not like a bad movie. And again, we're not gonna just crap all over it.
No, it's not a bad
But
movie.
I have just a few minor
Tidbits.
issues. Just
Tidbits.
a few things
Got
that
some
I'm like,
tidbits.
you know? So before we get into all of that, Maggie, let's go ahead and spoiler free
Okay.
give a little bit of thoughts about what we thought about Wicked for Good. And if you'd like, I can jump us off here. Unless you got it.
I think I got it. I hope I got it.
You do it, lady.
I'll do the thing. Anyways.
Hey, Fanimator 101 in chat says Zootopia 2 is the best movie of the year. I've heard similar things.
Yes.
That's actually awesome.
I'm excited to see it at some point.
Dude, for real. Hideo Kojima is in the Japanese
Yes.
version, which is crazy.
Yeah. Anyways.
He should have been in the regular version.
Yeah.
Well, regular version.
He'd still speak Japanese.
Still speaking. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. There's some subtitles down. I don't care. Sub, dub, whatever. It's how we do it in Zootopia. All right. Maggie, what'd you think about Wicked for Good?
Wicked for Good. I had a good time. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a beautiful movie. John Chu outdoes himself again. How
For sure.
gorgeous it is, how it's shot. The costume design is amazing once again.
Yeah.
Makeup department knocked it out of the park too.
Yeah.
It's just like we said after we watched it, feels like it's missing something that the first one had.
Yeah.
And I don't
Quality music.
know.
I'm checking.
I would say it's missing some heart in it.
Is that a Tin Man reference?
No, it's not. I don't mean it like that, but like I feel like it's missing something.
It's missing,
that makes it,
yeah.
that that's the movie. You know?
Yeah.
That because
Some
like
heart.
Yeah.
Maybe some brains.
Yeah. Some
Courage.
Bravery.
Some home. Sorry, my phone like buzzed at me. I thought somebody had left us a voicemail, but it wasn't.
We wish.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Would you recommend people check it out?
I mean, give it worth a shot. I think
If they didn't like the first one,
I say stay away.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. If they enjoyed the first one, but don't want to ruin the joy they felt from the first one,
What?
and then they're hesitant to watch the new one,
Mm-hmm.
would you say go for it anyway, or would you say maybe you skip it?
I mean,
And I don't have an answer. I'm just
I don't know.
just throwing things out.
I mean, I don't know. I think it just depends on how that person feels about the first Wicked,
Yeah,
and if they had already heard the things coming out of it,
yeah,
out of Wicked for Good,
yeah.
and if they're like, I don't know if I should go, I'd be like, nah, don't go.
If you're hesitant at all,
Yes.
just go ahead
Just-
and skip
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I would agree with that. I think I'd agree with that. Like,
Yeah.
unless it's like a hesitation of like, I don't care either way.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, whatever. I think you could probably still check it out.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to watch something.
Yeah.
But like, if you're
Sorry.
like, you don't care about it, then I mean, I don't really know if like, I don't know if you're going to be watching this video anyway.
True.
I'm kind of in a similar boat. It's hard to really get into non-specifics. Like
Mhm.
my issue is very specific to some plot points that happen. Or well, I won't say anything. So it's hard to be kind of speaking general about it. Right before we get into spoilers, we are of course going into spoilers here in just a moment. But I would say that for the most part, it felt like a good follow up. It definitely did not reach the heights of the original, of the first Wicked, rather.
Yeah.
The first part. And I think that a lot of the promise of what could have been this movie felt a bit squandered. It felt like there were some characters, some developments that was set up in the first one that were just all but ignored in the back half.
And some things just come out of nowhere. No setup whatsoever.
Yeah. Like I would say a good way that I kind of described it is that it almost feels like it almost kind of no spoilers for Wicked, but it kind of feels like the series finale of How I Met Your Mother. And like what I mean by that, and this is like my go-to because it's just such a perfect example of shit in the bed, right? But it's like How I Met Your Mother had this whole season. For those who don't know, I'm not gonna go like super deep into this, but How I Met Your Mother had the complete final season where they were setting up this relationship. These two characters were gonna get married, and like literally the whole last season takes place in the 36 hours leading up to that, right?
Yeah.
And then in the final episode, they jump ahead 10 years, and I mean maybe even more, and the relationship ended in divorce.
Yeah.
It like immediately, like they were married all of like 6 weeks or whatever, you know, and like may have even been their honeymoon when they decided to get divorced. Like
I
don't
remember
exactly remember. Yeah. And so from a story writing standpoint, it just felt like the How I Met Your Mother ending was written back in season 2. It felt like an ending that the characters had that the writers wanted for the characters that they were writing in season 2.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a need to kind of know where they were going because they had the young actors playing future children, and obviously those actors would age out of that role.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to kind of sync it up and everything. And so they filmed this ending with the original actors in hopes of syncing it all up together. But like 5 or 6 more seasons happened, and you know the story found itself you know, like
Yeah.
kind of went to places they weren't really expecting to go in season 2, right? Which is good. You should be allowed to do that. You should be allowed to, you know, explore things. And like that's part of writing. Like when a story finds itself and like leads you somewhere different, that's good. That can be a good thing, right?
Yeah.
And so the writers, creators of How I Met Your Mother were just so beholden to what they had set up years ago, even though that wasn't really true to where they had come to now, that they kind of missed the mark and just kind of made the show end, foregoing 5 years of growth. Right. And I feel like Wicked for Good does a similar thing. Like I'm not saying that Wicked for Good should have changed like what it was from the movies, or I'm sorry, from the plays, you know, or like, you know, changed continuity or anything. I'm not saying that. It's just it felt like they were so beholden to not only the original stage play, but even, you know, the original Wizard of Oz movie.
Yes.
And that caused them to be unable to build on the characters and developments that they had kind of set up in the first one.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I've never seen the play, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
If it's, you know, just a shot for shot remake, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's a few things that they do in this that I feel like makes sense for a stage play.
Yeah.
But like, this is a movie and it's a big budget movie, and like I understand why you would, you know, maybe do things with like shadows as opposed to fully seeing something.
Yeah.
Different things. But this just felt like it's like it was trying too hard to be the play, and yet at the same time was also trying to distance itself.
Yeah.
So like it was trying. This is such
in like two different ways.
Yeah, like it was. I hate to say this because it's so generic, but it's trying to have its cake and eat it too, and like where it could be like, see, it's just exactly like what you were thinking, but like we know that like that's silly, right?
Yeah.
And like that's not. You can't have it both ways, you know.
Mm-mm.
So again, without getting spoilers, which we're gonna dive into here in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that kind of helps explain some of my frustration. If you're looking to watch it, just know that I'm probably being maybe a little overly critical of it. Like I would say there's some people that probably watched it and thought it was fun. You know,
I've seen some people like be, you know, it's not ever going to be the hype that the first one was.
Yeah, it definitely did not get there.
No,
it could have.
It could have.
Yeah,
but
and I do have a thing. I do have a thing that I think could make this movie work better. But it is a horrible idea that they should not do. But I think it would fix the movie. And it involves, well, I don't want to say. I'll say. No, I'll leave it in spoilers. I'll leave it in spoilers. It does involve making another movie, but it's a bastardization. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And in spoilers, I will give my full thoughts on how they could possibly fix it. But I would say I was pretty let down because I love the first Wicked. It was my favorite movie. Last year?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the soundtrack all the time, like all the time. Fucking love it. I was crying my eyes out, like just listening to you know Defying Gravity. That makes me cry every goddamn time.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Like literally every time. I love both the actors. I mean, all the actors that's in it, and just I don't know if I've ever been so just like, man, from a movie, you know? Like there's been movies that I was wanting to enjoy.
Yeah.
And then I watched and it was terrible. And like I was mad, like Spider-Man 3, you know? But like this was just like, oh, it's just so nothing. Like it just didn't, it's like, it felt phoned in a little bit, you know?
Hollow.
Yeah. Like they just like the first one they really poured their heart and soul into.
Yeah.
And then the second one they were like, well, we have to do this. You know?
Yeah.
And like if you're gonna take the time to split them into two so that you can really like explore it, to then go in this one and just hit the points so you can, it's like they were trying to get home before traffic. You know? Like that's what it felt like. It felt like they were just like, well, this happens because this happens and we gotta go. Like I gotta go. Yeah. You know, like that's what the movie felt like. And I hate that we landed on that.
Yeah.
You know, because it was just so special. The first one, it was so good. But apparently a lot of people feel that way about the Broadway show. That the back half is not nearly as good as the first half. So I don't know. I don't know anything about all that. I don't want to speak to things I don't know about.
Yeah.
But again, has nothing to do with diversity. Has nothing to do with like racism or anything like that. Fucking loved Wicked, and so anybody talking shit about it just because, you know, it's two powerful women, you know, fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus, go fucking pray or something.
Was it you that sent a video, or I watched it? Somebody said Elphaba just, you know, gave her everything.
Oh, yeah.
A white woman.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Who's only good at being one thing? A white woman. That was a TikTok. That was great. That was really funny. All right, Maggie. Anything else you want to say before we dive into spoilers?
No.
All right, everybody. Let's get in to Wicked for good spoilers. Look at that.
Good job.
Can't believe they were dead the whole time, Maggie. Holy shit.
Holy crap. They were in hell the whole entire time.
Burn the witch! What the fuck happened to Bach? Like, listen,
I've seen and read so many different things, like as to why he would like straight up want to burn Alpha.
Burn her!
And like somebody said, well, thanks to Nessa,
yeah,
that she read the freaking Grimoire wrong and mispronounced words. Therefore, his heart started to shrink.
Yeah.
And then Elphaba took over, and the only way Elphaba knew to save him, because she knows that Nessa cares about him, and she cares about Bach because they went to school together, was to perform the spell that she did.
Yeah.
And she saved his life, which I would think he would be grateful for.
I mean,
but
like, okay. Okay. So, I mean, this is honestly just one of the pieces that speaks to exactly my issue with this movie. And that's that how Bach acts when he turns into the Tin Man is not unwarranted. Like, I don't feel like it's unearned, right? I mean, Nessa took away his freedom of travel.
Yeah. Freaking psychopath.
Yes, right. And then she tries to put a spell on him, doesn't know how to read, and like starts killing him. And so then, you know, Elphaba, turns him into the Tin Man. Thank you. And like, you know, it saved his life, but also turned him into a monster, right? I mean, it was very off-putting. Like,
it was scary.
It was. And like, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
The problem though is that they then do the entirety of the Wizard of Oz off screen.
Yeah.
That we're kind of like interjecting into.
Yeah.
So one, they expect you to have a knowledge of the Wizard of Oz, which I understand. Of all the movies that they expect you to have a knowledge of, that's probably the most fair to have a request of the audience. I would agree. But the thing is that they rely so heavily on you knowing the Wizard of Oz that it becomes an expectation that the characters are acting exactly like they did in the Wizard of Oz. But yet are not the same.
Like when it shows Glinda the first time she meets Dorothy after it happens or whatever. The house falls on Nessa.
Yeah. When we see Dorothy walking away and she's like, bye, Dodo, or whatever.
Bye. Bye-bye. Have a good time.
We miss all of it.
Walk that yellow brick road.
Yeah.
And she's like, that poor girl.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do with her. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, but Glinda is a straight up, I don't know, everybody's made her out to be a cold-hearted bitch because of Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Because of how she acts in it. Versus when we get this version of her, and it's like, oh, she's just putting up a front the whole entire time. She secretly cannot stand the fact that she has to help this country girl out.
Yeah. And so, like, with the Tin Man, you know, we dip in and out of the story. We are supposed to take it that, again, the events of the Wizard of Oz have happened, and he is the Tin Man.
Yeah.
And so he's doing his, you know, and he's doing his whole, doing that stuff, you know, and he's like, oh, I just want a heart, you know, and like he's a loving, fun, and then like they go meet the wizard and talk to him,
get all shined up and pretty,
and then they come out and he's like, fucking kill the bitch,
burn
kill the fucking bitch.
Burn her! Tell her, Lion, what'd she do to you?
She saved my life, that fucking bitch. Yeah, no, we'll get there. We'll get there. But like, that's the problem. Is like, I'm down with you taking a different stance with Tin Mountain. I'm down. That's fine.
But can we please see that side of him throughout the movie?
Because you're relying on this version of Tin Man to fill in these gaps of story that are not in this. Like, if you don't know Wizard of Oz, which is, I know, crazy, but if you had no idea what the Wizard of Oz was, right, this story would make no sense. Like, I really feel like you have no idea who the fuck Dorothy is, where the fuck this house comes from, the fact that they just randomly mention Kansas from out of nowhere. Like, if you're watching this like a Lord of the Rings movie, like, oh, this is a whimsical, magical musical. And then all of a sudden a fucking house from Kansas kills someone in a wheelchair. Like, it's a lot, right? Like, that's a lot to just happen if you have no context, right?
Yeah.
And then you just don't know. You don't know anything about that. Yeah. Like Dorothy's there and she just leaves. And it's like, well, what the fuck? What does this have anything to do with anything? Like, it feels like there's this whole plot that doesn't matter. Is everything okay?
I just realized something, but you can do
it's like they have this whole plot that they've put in this movie so they can pay tribute to the Wizard of Oz, but they don't want to uphold to what the Wizard of Oz did in the way that they want their characters to be their own characters, but they're still relying on it from a narrative standpoint of you knowing that that's what happened.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense. Like that, and that's where I'm struggling here. Okay? Like, I'm fine. You don't want to show Dorothy. That's fine. I think that's a cop out, but whatever. If you don't want to, step on toes or whatever, that's whatever. That's your choice. That's fine. But at least give us a story that makes sense within the context of this. Like, it's one thing to even make it a sequel to the first Wicked and like have it rely heavily on you having seen the first Wicked. I feel like that's fair, right? Like, I wouldn't be mad at being lost if I just jumped into, the two towers of Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be mad if I just started that and like had no fucking idea what was going on. That would be on me for having not watched the first one, right?
Yeah.
But to have that experience for a movie that came out in goddamn 1938, right? But and yet still, even if you had watched it, still not really make any sense. Like, the outline.
Yeah.
Like you can superimpose your idea of how you think this version of Tin Man would have acted in this version of The Wizard of Oz inside of Wicked 2.
Yeah.
You can imagine that whilst watching the movie, but you got to do that for like 5 different people.
Oh yeah.
And like that's not a movie. that's a story. I could just be sitting at the library listening to somebody or just taking a shit and imagining the story, Like there's nothing. Like it's just a huge fucking gaps, And like I'm fine with this being Elphaba and Glinda's story. Like that it should be. I'm not asking for this to have been a remake of Wizard of Oz. But if you're gonna rely on that so much,
make the Wizard of Oz.
So that's my suggestion, okay? And I hate it, and I don't think it's the right move. I think the right move would just be to let all of this die, and it just is. It just goes, and it just is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I think they could fix this movie by remaking The Wizard of Oz. Just do straight up The Wizard of Oz. Fucking get MGM to fucking Amazon, whatever, pay them whatever, so that you can do a half and half. I mean, my God, if Sony and Marvel can work together to make Spider-Man be an Endgame.
Also, I know one way to make some people happy, like stick Liza Minnelli somewhere. She doesn't have to speak. Just put her in there. That's Judy Garland's daughter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was very confused.
Her and her mom sound like speak the same accent.
Also, my God, it's not like The Wizard of Oz isn't the most remade film of all fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, how many versions of The Wizard of Oz have we seen?
Geek Ledger says, actually, they don't need to get the rights. Wizard of Oz is public domain.
Yes, that's true. Except where the specifics to the MGM version is not yet public domain. So, and this is where it's confusing. But it's like Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Right? Steamboat Willie is public domain, but Mickey Mouse
is not.
Not yet. Not the versions of Mickey that have changed. So like Mickey Mouse didn't have red shorts in Steamboat Willie. So if you make a Mickey Mouse with red shorts, you got a lawsuit. But if you make a black and white Mickey Mouse, it's fine because that's public domain. Yeah. So the MGM version of The Wizard of Oz is still covered under copyright law. I think it's 100 years. It might be like 95 or something. But where the movie didn't come out until 1938, I believe it's 38. It's still technically covered. So I mean, yeah, they could wait 10 years and just not have to pay anything. But I'm pretty sure Amazon would co-finance it because Amazon owns MGM, just so everybody knows. But that's why a lot of these Wizard of Oz movies will make like winking references to the original movie without being a direct reference. So like, perfect case in point, the shoes in this are not ruby slippers. They're silver or whatever, because in the books, that's what they were. Yeah. But in the MGM movie, they were ruby slippers. And so when her slippers start glowing red, that's a reference to the MGM movie, but it's so disconnected that it's not directly tied to it. Okay.
Excuse me.
That's why in Oz the Great and Powerful, there were scarecrows that looked like Scarecrow, but wasn't the Scarecrow in the same exact design from. That's why, like, it's dumb. I hate it because it's like, it's referencing material that is public domain, but it itself is not public domain yet. But that's the more popular thing that people know than the book itself. Yeah. And so you want to reference the more popular thing, but then that means MGM has to get a cut of the check, right? Yeah. So you do a straight up and like, listen, if they don't want to do an MGM Wizard of Oz movie, that's fine. It doesn't have to be a 1-to-1. They're obviously leaning into that with this movie. Like, this is very much supposedly the connection to the MGM Wizard of Oz movie, right? Like, it is obvious. Now, legally speaking, it's not the same.
Hot take. They already redesigned half the shit anyway, Geek Ledger says.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. And like, now we have like a Lion King 1.5 situation.
Oh God.
But it's like they released Lion King 1.5 without releasing Lion King. Like, that's what this movie is, okay? This is the 1.5, but there is no one.
Yeah.
It's just the half, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, if you remake The Wizard of Oz or make just The Wizard of Oz and it's their own version and they do their own thing and, you know, whatever, it all syncs up, whatever. I feel like seeing those characters, how they interacted in the time off the screen, seeing, you know, get the same actors back, get them to show up just for the small parts in the movie. This is Dorothy's movie, you know, make it all make sense. I feel like that could fill in a lot of the gaps that are contradictory to itself.
Yeah.
And I feel like that could fix a lot of this movie. Do I want to watch that? Not really. Like, I don't really need to see The Wizard of Oz again. But, like, if you're going to change enough of it that it doesn't make any goddamn sense, then it's up to them to give me that info so that it does make sense. You know, it pisses me off a little bit. Like, don't make me do your writing. You know, I'm watching a fucking movie. You give me the movie. Don't expect me to turn the page. What are you, crazy? Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It hit me like whenever you talk about the house falling on Nessa. Like,
back it up, NASA.
Back it up, Nessa.
Back it up, NASA.
Anyways, Nessa.
I'm sorry. That was such shit. I hated that. Like, where she's just like, Bog? Ah!
Yeah.
And like, I know that's part of the story is that she gets a house landed on her, but like, we couldn't have done anything. Like, I just assumed Nessa was like an evil witch. You know?
She was.
No, she wasn't. She's not. Not really. Not in this. Not in this. This is the Harvey Dent says, you know what they used to call me when I was in legal school? They'd call me Two-Faced Harvey. And that's this. That's what they did with this, Maggie. Mm-hmm. That's what they did with this, okay? They did Two-Faced Harvey Dent. And it's like, oh, he said Two-Face, so he is Two-Face. That's what they did for Nessa. She's not an actual Wicked Witch of the East.
No.
She came down in a bubble, Doug.
Okay. Hey.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyways, whenever, because she was the mayor of Munchkinland.
Yes. And also, she was not a Munchkin.
I know.
So.
Anyways.
No, I'm just saying, like, Munchkins are supposed to be just as much as animals are supposed to be a take on, like, racism. Mm-hmm. Munchkins, at the same time, in this world, like, they're a second-rate citizen. And so, like, them being refused to
travel.
Yeah. Like, to me, I may be reading a little too much into it. I don't know. Felt a bit like Germany. People being restricted, you know? Felt a little bit like that.
Geek
which was fun.
Geek Leisure says Wicked 3 Dust to Dust or some shit like that. That's a Dust Bowl reference. Make it a darker Wizard of Oz than an MGM movie. Have it so Dorothy is scared shitless the entire time. Give her PTSD from Oz.
Wait, so then we can make Return to Oz?
Yes.
No. Yes. Nobody wants that.
Yes, and bring back the girl that was in it as a little girl.
No.
The girl that was in The Craft.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
They could have just slipped in that the wizard did propaganda before he left labeling Nessa the Wicked Witch of the East.
I mean, literally, they could have done anything.
They could have done anything. Anyways, back to what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
So, Nessa was the mayor. And if you paid attention to The Wizard of Oz and like, you know, oh, she made the house fall on the witch, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah.
And like all these different munchkins come up and sing and shit.
Yeah. Of Munchkinland.
Of Munchkinland.
To be clear, you are referencing them as Munchkins as the name of the townspeople. Like saying it was English people, or Japanese people, You're not saying you're not making any kind of.
I'm not making no.
Yeah,
no. Just the
grouping,
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
reference to this particular town.
Yes. Townspeoples.
Townspeoples.
They come from Munchkin Land. They are referred to as Munchkins. We
Yes.
come from America. We're Americans.
Yes.
These are Munchkins.
Yes.
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 Okay. I just want to make that extremely clear for everybody.
But there is a man
Yeah.
that comes forward with a very long piece of paper saying that he is the mayor.
Holy shit. Yeah, and they also have the priest.
Yeah.
Catholic priest
And
pops
also-
up.
Yeah. And he
I don't know if he's
no, the
Catholic.
coroner. The coroner come up and say she is most certainly dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Which that may have happened. We don't know. We didn't get to see any of that.
But like
Maybe they
who's
already
this-
picked a Munchkin mayor.
who's this motherfucker just popping up saying, I'm the mayor now.
You know, I mean, maybe
It's probably-
maybe it's somebody.
Maybe it's Bach's dad.
Yeah. We didn't even see Dorothy take off the fucking shoes. We didn't see the fact that we literally see none of that
Yeah.
is so irritating to me.
Well, and also if it was like, why'd you give her my sister's shoes?
Yeah, and she's like, "Well, I had to do something."
No.
And like that's what I'm saying. It's like they want to uphold the Wizard of Oz as if it's the sacred text, but then they want to immediately dip out of the commitment to that
Yeah.
and be like, "Well, but I mean, it's silly, right?" So it's like, well, if it's so fucking silly that you don't want to uphold it, then don't fucking commit to it.
Yeah.
Like nobody's making you. Wicked is already not the Wizard of Oz. It's fun.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement here. This does not have to sync up with the Wizard of Oz.
Keith Gledger says actually he says he is the newly elected mayor at Wizard of Oz. Well, fuck you, buddy. That did say the witch was the old mayor, but you can say you were just under her rule. I love you, Keith Gledger.
I will
sorry.
say that is a very quick turnaround.
It is.
Like
Maybe you all.
maybe he's a deputy mayor. You know, maybe he was like
Maybe he was one of those
second
bros.
in command,
Yeah.
right? Nessa, if something happens to Nessa, boom, this person
He
is
steps
it's the
in.
vice mayor, right?
Yeah.
And like maybe that's how it's just like the what's it called, designated survivor.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's still
So
this is
stupid.
bullshit.
It's bullshit.
She's just rolling around, and then like this fucking house just lands on her,
And they have, I'm the newly elected mayor.
and it's
I'm
like
taking over.
again. If you've seen Wizard of Oz, that makes sense. This is a fun reference, right? But like, if you have no context, like imagine having no fucking clue what any of the Wizard of Oz is.
Oh, yeah.
Where any of it's going, right? And you're watching Wicked for Good, and this fucking black and white house from the 30s, Kansas, lands on a woman in a wheelchair. Like, what the fuck? You know?
Well, and also
so
the
random.
fact that Kansas was brought up was because the wizard, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, real quick, Daniels.
Or they did-
I'm curious about what you're excited
No.
for, but I will say Elon Musk is a Nazi and sucks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I won't be
Get it.
excited for
Mini.
anything.
Ah,
There you go.
ah. Geek Ledger. Or they did digital voting. They voted on their iPhone minis.
Oh, Geek Ledger.
Get it?
Geek
Mini.
Ledger.
Mini.
So anyway,
Anyways,
what was you saying?
I can't remember where I was going. Square tables.
I was talking about a black and white house landing on a girl in a wheelchair.
Kansas.
Kansas, yeah.
Jeff Goldblum's character mentions Kansas early in Wicked for Good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And Madam
Does he?
Moore. Yeah.
That he came from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He mentions that. He says, I
couldn't
come from a
remember.
little place called Kansas.
Yeah.
And, excuse me. And I think Madam Morrible heard that.
Yeah.
And so they're like, hey, we need to figure out, in which Glinda says, you need to get to Nessa. That would get her to come out.
Yeah.
So therefore, hey, I just heard this name, Kansas. Maybe I'll use some kind of magic to bring in something from Kansas.
Yeah.
Madam Morrible didn't know what the fuck she was doing with that tornado.
Yeah. Madam Morrible is like the least developed
Yes.
antagonist I've ever seen in anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what her deal is. Like, I thought I knew some when we watched the first one, right? Like, she's the actual powerful one, you know?
Yeah.
But like what? Like, I'm assuming she can't read the Grimmerly.
No.
But like, why not? And like, if she has actual magic, what does it matter? Like, if she can conjure a house from Kansas, to teleport dimensions, right? You know,
in
across
a tornado.
time and space, via tornado. Like, what do they need the Grimmerly for? You know, like if everybody already believes that the Grimmerly is being read by Jeff Goldblum, Omaha, right?
Yeah.
Then what do they actually need it for? You know?
Yeah.
And like, when did the wizard get here? Because like he's been here for
a long time,
at least long enough to pork Wicked's mom.
Yeah,
you know, and get her pregnant, and like,
and also young enough. You know, like fairly young.
Yeah. Which I mean, we knew.
Yes.
If you watched the first one, didn't know that was Jeff Goldblum, then I'm sorry. You've obviously not got to see a lot of Jeff Goldblum's work.
Nope.
And that makes me very sad for you.
And actually, the guy that played his younger part actually looks very close to him in real life.
That's cool. I thought they just de-aged Jeff Goldblum. I'll be honest.
They didn't.
They
actually used some. Yeah.
That's cool. But like, so like, again, assuming Wizard of Oz is canonical to this because that's what they demand we expect. Does Dorothy still meet him in Kansas?
I don't know. Yeah, that's an interesting question.
You know, like,
what the fuck?
Like, did that still happen?
Did she meet his twin brother?
And I mean, because he has the hot air balloon.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's implied that all of that is still canon.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, and he's been ruling over Oz at least long enough to build murals and the fucking Emerald City and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, laying all those gold bricks takes a while. So it's not even like he porked her mom, dipped out for like a few years, you know, came back.
Wait for his tornado to pop up.
Unless we're dealing with some sort of like Megatron Beast Machine situation where it's like when he went through it, it just so happened to be, you know, 36 years difference between, you know, the 5 minutes that he got sucked in and Dorothy got sucked in, you know, which I don't think that's the case. And I feel like that's needlessly complicated. But like, that's what I mean is like, there's so much that doesn't add up.
Yeah.
And like, what we got out of it was not worth it.
Yeah.
Like if they listen, I'm down for a good story. Okay. If we got good music, good action, a good story, but like maybe it doesn't make the most logical sense, I'm okay with that. That's fine with me. But like they sacrificed logic for a connection that they didn't want, that gave us nothing and hurt the story. You know?
Yeah.
So like why? Why do that? Like what did we get out of connecting it like this? What good came out of it? Because it doesn't feel like anything good, you know?
Yeah, Geek Leisure, yeah, it is heavily implied that it does take place in Dorothy's head, but how the hell did that even happen? Like, manage to happen, you know? Like, if it really did happen, then how did Dorothy dream it?
Yeah, well, I mean, okay,
that's a whole other thing in itself.
Yeah.
But,
and like, since we don't deal with Dorothy in the aftermath in this movie, I'm not as concerned. I you know, is Bach her uncle?
Is Bach a hot farmhand?
Like, you know what I mean?
Is
Fierro fucking cutting weeds and shit down at the old...
Is Cowardly Lion taking care of all the pigs? Like...
I mean, like, I'd watch it, you know? But
Nah.
I mean, listen, whatever. If they did remake the Wizard of Oz, they'd have to figure that out. I think you could just as easily be like Magic, put her back there, and like maybe they found her in a ditch, but like they
found her in a ditch.
like you know, she was
by
gone.
the side of the road.
Like she was gone, but they thought the tornado threw her when really she was in Oz, and then she just materialized right there, right? Like a Star Trek transporter, right? Like
poor little Toto on a leash.
Was Toto even on a leash?
Yeah, not in the OG.
Okay,
but
he was in this one.
Yes,
which makes you think like why was Elphaba so like just cool with that? Like imagine if she saw literally anyone else
treating
with an animal tied to a rope, telling them to come on. You know, like she'd fucking beat the shit out of them. You know, rightfully so.
Maybe that's why she says, "I'm gonna get you, my pretty, and your little dog too."
Okay, I've talked a lot about a lot of things. Yes. Fiyero.
Yeah.
I'm okay with everything.
Yeah.
Fiyero.
Oh, I love how they did, but I wanted
together
more.
And stuff. Yeah, sure, but what I'm getting at is nobody recognized him, and he went the entirety of the plot of the original Wizard of Oz, and no one picked up on who he was. Like, Glinda is a dodo for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think she wouldn't be able to recognize Fiyero. And I know he's a scarecrow now, but like, I mean, he still looked like him. He's wearing the same outfit. He was just made of straw.
Maybe he just acted dumb.
But I mean, why? Why the fuck would he go meet the wizard? Like, why would he waltz in there with Dorothy? Like, what is the point of that? You know?
He's a double agent.
But he doesn't do anything. That's the thing. It's like it doesn't do anything. He gets the shit beat out of him, turns into a scarecrow, decides, you know what? I'm gonna tag along with this Dorothy girl.
Yeah.
Let's say it is to be a secret agent, right? Like, oh, they don't even know who I am. Like, what does he do? He just goes and then helps kill the Wicked Witch.
Yeah.
And then leaves. Like why? Like what? Like, you know, Bach sat here and be like, fuck this fucking witch.
Burn her.
And Fiero's like, yeah, man, she sucks.
Yeah,
like, you just fucked her, dude.
Let's pour some water all over her, guys.
And the water. The fucking water. Like, okay, they already made reference in the first one to the water, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, they're playing coy, like, I don't let her get wet, you know?
Yeah.
You know what better keep fucking Fiyero away if you don't want her to melt in her pants.
Oh my god.
But like none of that's anything. That's one dude in the crowd was like, I heard she's so fucking wicked that the pure water would melt her. And that's it. That's it. There's no like fucking, I don't know, put something on WQR Oz or something, like talking about water. Like, I don't know, if you're going to build up this propaganda thing, why the fuck would you take the one plot element that is so reliant on the entire world knowing and just let one dude be the one that say it and nothing else? Like, what? And it's bullshit. Like, people dying of water melting doesn't happen naturally in this world. Okay? Like, it's not like we saw somebody else die. It's not like when they were in class, in Wicked class, they were like, but if you use, you know, the dark side of the magic, you fucking water, you melt.
Yeah.
Like, you know, or even, you know, there's a whole fucking desert, right? There's a whole desert beyond Oz. Maybe wickedness took over the desert, and that's why it's a desert, and water can't exist there, and then that's why it like burned down the fucking wicked area, because water, like it rained, and that's why it's a desolate, you know, like there's plenty of narrative lines to build up why her getting wet would kill her, and they didn't do any of them. Like, they could have done anything, and instead they were just like, well, you've seen the Wizard of Oz, So obviously she has to melt.
Yeah.
So just because she didn't though.
It's a trapdoor.
God damn it! It's just so fucking annoying.
Geek Ledger says also, is Dorothy still crushing on Farmhand Fierro? Because that's a subplot in the MGM movie. Dorothy crushing on a grown man. They cut a filmed kiss scene because Judy Garland's parents made a fuss.
Oh, shit.
They shot a scene where Judy kissed Scarecrow goodbye and said, "I'll miss you most of all." Then she confesses her love to farmhand Scarecrow, who, mind you, is like in his 30s.
Yeah.
This was all cut because Judy's parents got mad that a grown adult was kissing a teenager.
Fair.
But it raises questions. Is Fierro in the Epstein files? Dang, Geek Ledger, you're on it tonight, man.
I don't even know how to respond to that. That's the funniest fucking thing. Oh my god. He was dancing through live, so I mean maybe he's dancing through files, you know. No, Fierro wouldn't be in the files. Fierro's a good egg.
Yeah.
You know? I even didn't mind Elphaba fucking him on his wedding night.
Yeah.
Right? I don't even mind that.
No.
Honestly, none of the Glinda, Elphaba, Fierro stuff bothers me. Like none of like how their interactions continued. I was a little like kind of like, really? When she was like dancing with the wizard at the beginning.
Yeah.
And like they were trying to convince her like, "Hey, come on, you know?" And she's like, "Well, maybe." Like, really? After all that, after defying gravity, you're maybe like, come the fuck on.
But I mean, well, of course, her finding all the animals still caged up.
Yeah, but it felt unearned for her to even be contemplating. Like, we at the same time didn't get enough time to see how far she's gone and like how much her life sucks because she's on the run and shit.
Yeah.
And yet at the same time, got too much quickness, if that makes sense. I kind of lost the thread of what I was trying to say. Like, they didn't develop that. Yeah. Like, she flees, and then we start this, and like, I get it. Time has passed. That's fine. Like, I understand that time passes, but like, I still need to see her what's it called? Not responsibility, but like, you know, her determination waning. Yeah. You know? Like if she's truly gonna be what's it called? Like when Satan tempts you. If she's literally gonna be lured to the dark side, right?
Yeah.
The propaganda fueled Nazism of it all,
right? Yes.
They have to prove that she would be tempted. And they didn't do that. They didn't do any of that.
No, they didn't.
And instead, they kind of made her a shit character for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like, the fact that she would even possibly consider it is just, it's so not Elphaba. Like, she was so fucking determined to be like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing this shit, you know? And like, to go from that and give us nothing.
Yeah.
And then she's dancing with him. It was just, you know. Even if they had maybe revealed to her that was actually her dad, like, give me some sort of thread to hold on to as to why she would possibly be tempted by this, you know? And they just didn't. And like, I feel like that kind of bastardizes Elphaba's character. Like, it's like an Andy season 9, you know? It's like I loved Andy in season 8.
I loved Andy.
And then like, what the fuck did they do? You know?
Fucking butchered him. That's what they did.
They got mad because he was in 4 Hangover movies, you know?
He's funny.
And so, I mean, that's like...
He's also the Onceler from the Lorax.
I would think that, okay, well, maybe, maybe, you know, the writers, like, just, you know... But this has been in existence... for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, they knew what they were coming up against. And like, if this is a narrative that people have had about the play and about the back half being uneven at the very least, why not attempt to fix it?
Yeah.
You know, like you're not sticking so hard to the original anyway. Like the original Wizard of Oz or the original Wicked,
Yeah.
you're not sticking so close to it anyway. You know, that if you take a step to the left or whatever, that it's going to piss off a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't matter. Like you're already okay with not being a 1-to-1, and that's fine. I want them to have their own take on the material, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, why not take a couple of extra steps to give us, you know, exposition, to give us a heart, you know, to give us a mind, to give us a brain, some courage. The line, and I'm gonna blame the play for this. I'm just assuming it's the same in the play. That was the worst fucking thing.
Yeah.
That made no sense, and like it still doesn't make sense. And like apparently it makes even less sense. They actually added things in the movie for it to make more sense as to why he was blaming her for being so cowardly.
Yeah.
But like it still is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Like the cowardly line in this movie makes me want to side with Oz on the treatment of animals. Okay? Because he's dumber than a box of fucking rocks. Okay? Like, bitch released him from a cage.
Yeah.
And he's like, she ruined my life. And it's like, I fucking get the fuck out of here. I hate you. I hate the cowardly line in this more than Bach. And I despise Bach. Burn the fucking witch. Like, are we really supposed to believe that same fuck was dancing and singing If I Only Had a Heart mere like 40 minutes earlier? Like, come the fuck on. That shit didn't happen. There ain't no way that fucking shit happened. The fuck?
Geek Ledger says Oz Fierro is a good dude, but we don't know what Kansas Fierro is doing. Maybe he had a different upbringing. Maybe he's just a tool.
Wait, what? I missed it. Which fakes are what? Where you
Oz, it's kind of gone right now. Oz Fierro is a good dude, but we don't know what Kansas Fierro is doing. Maybe he had a different upbringing. Maybe he's just a tool.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think.
Okay.
If we're talking about this movie, I don't think the Kansas versions of everybody matters.
I
don't.
Fierro bats for the other team, anyways, in real life.
That's true. I love him.
I love him too.
The actor,
Jonathan Bailey. Yeah.
So good, and he was even good in this. Like they were all good.
Yeah, all the acting is superb.
They weren't given enough shit, and like we as the audience were fucked over. You know, like we even like had our daughter watch the original Wizard of Oz with us before going to watch this, just to give her some context for Dorothy. I had no idea it would be so reliant on having seen the original Wizard of Oz that I would, you know, that I'm glad we saw it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have been. I mean, I know the main plot of the Wizard of Oz, but like little nuances, like I wouldn't have remembered, you know?
Yeah.
And like maybe that's what they want you going in. Like maybe you just need to know the outline. Yeah. But if you remember specifics, then like it doesn't work, you know? Man, you're supposed to be a little like half drunk when you watch this movie, and it makes it a little bit better, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I forget what I was getting at, but basically we had our daughter watch it, and like she liked it enough. I don't know what I was trying to say. I don't know what point I was trying to prove. I lost it. The Kansas people. I don't think it, like even if we remade the Wizard of Oz, I don't think you have to have Kansas Bach, Kansas Fierro, Kansas Line. I don't think you need any of that. Like that whole plot point, the whole she was asleep the whole time thing. I think you can just get rid of all that. Like again, and this is what I mean. Like I think that stands more of a likelihood of pissing people off with how much you're going to change the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And this is going to be called the Wizard of Oz, right? Whereas like Wicked can kind of get away with it because it's not directly the Wizard of Oz. But like if we're going to solve the issues of this by remaking the original, like, you know, I say you strip out almost all the Kansas stuff. Like she can have her Auntie Anne and her uncle You know, but I would even say like
Uncle Henry.
I would even say you don't have to have the witch in the real world. Like you don't have to have Elphaba running around, and I feel like that would be kind of problematic.
Yeah.
You know, if like little white girl Dorothy was getting yelled at by a black lady in the 30s, and like I feel like you're asking for a lot of bad things, you know, because here's what's going to happen. It's going to be so ridiculous to assume that like if you did the exact same scenes, okay, but the Wicked Witch, you know, Elphaba is the lady instead of the, you know, if we're doing the same scenes in Kansas, right, from the original movie, she's acting the exact same way, I would be pissed because it's absurd to think that she would be allowed to do any of that to a little white girl in Kansas in the 30s. Okay, that's absurd. In a you are blind to the like that to me just says privilege, you know, where it's like, oh, what's the problem? What's the problem? Well, the problem is that, you know, she would have been beat to death probably. And like, you're just brushing over that because you just want to adhere to some stupid fucking movie from the 30s. And in your attempt to be inclusive, you're actually being stupid and ignorant when it comes to race relations in Kansas in the 30s. Okay. Like, fuck, did nobody else watch Watchmen on HBO? Fuck. Anyway, I'm just saying, I think you get rid of that. Get rid of that. She doesn't even have to meet Jeff Goldblum. Like, literally, she can just be at the farm. Like, had we not seen her come from Kansas, I wouldn't even give a fuck if they said she was from Kansas.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it literally wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But, like, she can just be at the farm, tornado hits, she tries to go, like, just, okay, here's what you do. You replace the opening of The Wizard of Oz with the opening of Twister. Okay? It's just Joe, but instead of the dad trying to get the dog in and holding the door shut, Joe is Dorothy. She runs out there to go get her dog, and the tornado's too close, and then so she goes into the house and hides. That's it. She gets sucked into Oz. You don't have to show anything. There's no dude in a rowboat. There's no old lady riding a bike that turns into a broom. None of that. No farm hands. Don't need it. All we're doing is weighing down the plot for nothing. All right? It worked for the 30s movie. Don't need it here. Take it out. Fucking strip all that out. Do we use all the music? Do we use all the music, Maggie? We represent the lollipop gun? Do we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. I mean, I love the Munchkinland people in Wicked.
Yeah.
Like, they can sing good, you know, when they're like, she's dead, you know? She's dead. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I'd listen to them sing Lollipop Kids or whatever.
Good news.
Yeah. I'd watch it. It still won't solve the fact that Nessa just gets hit by a fucking barn. Marty should have walked out and be like, sorry about your barn.
Sorry about that. It's not a barn. It's a house.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's just, it's annoying that the story is so devoid of substance, and the first movie really succeeded in giving depth and character and love to these people, and that this movie felt like we were just coloring by numbers, you know?
Yeah.
And that anytime that they could rely on your original knowledge, that they decided to use that shortcut every fucking time, regardless of whether it truly made sense to the characters that they spent a whole fucking movie, a whole 3-hour fucking movie building up.
Yeah.
Whether or not that makes sense or not, they're like, nah, we'll just use the shortcut. It's fine. Like, I wish they would have just made the first one. Honestly. Like, I would have wanted, in a world where this one doesn't exist,
Yes.
I would want this movie to exist. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But me from this universe would go to that universe and beat myself in the head with a sack full of quarters. Okay. And be like, you don't fucking want it. All right. Enjoy what you got and let it die. Just let it fucking die.
Let it die.
And I mean, honestly, I know, like, I feel like you can get more out of having Wicked exist on its own.
Mm-hmm.
And then going to the Wizard of Oz and just imagining how they could have got to that, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't know that Fiyero became the Scarecrow or that Bach became, maybe you don't know any of that.
No.
And that's fine. That's fine. But, like, I feel like that is an easier journey than to try and reconcile the fucking shit that this is with the Wizard of Oz and with the original Wicked. It's just such a fucking shame. Such a goddamn shame.
Imagine Dorothy walking around the farm and having PTSD flashbacks while she's singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Oz isn't an escape. It's a nightmare.
It's true. Tell you what, do it from Toto's point of view.
Hell yeah. Let's do that.
Like, he gets imprisoned and shit. Like, it could be that, what was that one cartoon that had, like, blood and shit back in the 70s? And, like, it turned out, like, I think it was, like, mice and rabbits, maybe?
I don't know.
And, like, it was basically, like, I want to say Germany, but it was, like, fuck, what was that movie called? It was rabbits. It was cartoon rabbits. And, like, it was in the 70s, and it was, like, fucked up.
I don't know.
Fucked up rabbit cartoon movie. This is what I'm searching. Watership Down. It actually brought it up. That's what we do. We do Watership Down, but it's Toto. It's Toto in the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, like, look, here's one of them died. It's fucked up. I'll play you the trailer after we're done. It's like, it's fucked up, dude. And, like, it's drawn like fucking Bambi. But, like, these fucking animals are just dying left and right. It's crazy. Well, I think I said all I needed to say.
Same here.
Maggie, it's a good talk. I feel better having got it all off my chest.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't speak highly enough about it. But, like, I don't really know what I would say. Again, I enjoy all the people that's in it, and I think they all did a great job. I think just what they were given was not nearly enough.
Yeah.
Not nearly good enough.
Seriously.
Yeah. And I don't know. Maybe it's my ADHD-isms. Maybe it's my spectrumisms, playing into it. Maybe that's why I can't reconcile plots from 3 different things. Like, when I watch stuff like this, I imagine what would it be like to just edit it all together.
Yeah.
And see it as the one story it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And, like, I know watching this, it would not be coherent, Mm-hmm. And, like, again, I know I'm not asking for a movie from the 30s to sync up perfectly with this. I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying, if you're going to commit to it that much, then own it. Mm-hmm. And if you're not going to own it, then don't fucking commit to it. That's it. That's all. Do you want a Wicked 3? There are talks of there being a Wicked 3.
I'd have to watch the trailer just to make sure.
Not necessarily like a sequel to this. Not even necessarily them two. But the next story in Oz is being currently written right now. Yeah. Continuing on from this. Maybe not with them. Mm-hmm. Is there any part of you that's interested in seeing that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a bit more optimistic in an original idea coming out of it than like something that was obviously too beholden. Yeah. That it kind of, suffocated under the weight of the continuity it was trying to carry.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, an original idea, I'd be down to at least give it a shot.
Yeah.
Like this movie didn't ruin Wicked for me.
No, it didn't ruin it for me either.
It pissed me off in a lot of ways, but like it's more of just like an annoyance than like an actual hatred for what they did. They didn't choose anything bad. They just didn't choose enough.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing is like they didn't do anything so bad that it ruins the plot. They just didn't give us enough to make the plot make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
And it's hard to ruin something out of a lack of substance.
Yeah.
It's not like the Matrix Revolutions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what I was implying
Square
about
tables.
that. Yep. Maggie's out. Everybody, thanks for watching. We hope y'all had fun. We hope you had fun dicking around with us talking about Wicked for Good. We'll be back again next week with Digimon. We're going to be talking about our war game.
Yeah.
Digimon. I'm very excited for that. We also got some Smallville and some Sailor Moon, so make sure you hang out with us all next week. Who knows, might even review another movie or something. We shall see. Geek Ledger in chat closing us out here says, honestly, I think it could have been really interesting to go all in on Evil Elphaba in part 2. Like she's singing about how no good deed goes unpunished. Dude, that would have been cool. There's a lot that would have been cool. I would have been fine with it. There's several variations of the story that I think could have been excellent. And if they just let it give us more, just give us a little bit more, or don't commit to the things that you're not going to give us. Like, here's you a big old crazy thing. Ready for this?
Loco.
They could have not done Dorothy at all. I would have rather of them just not done Dorothy at all.
Yeah.
Than shoehorn in that. Like this whole thing could have just not led to Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Like still end in the same place where the wizard's been dethroned, Elphaba was killed, not killed, whatever. Still do all that. Just take Dorothy out of it. And I feel like that would have been a more enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
It would have been their version of the Wizard of Oz instead of Lion King 1.5.
Yeah.
No, that's bad. Thanks for watching. And as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.